Hi guys. So I sent the informational video about repotting snake plants, but I actually wanted to do it. So let's do it. All right. So I chose this guy. Oh, pretense. So I counted how many snake plants I have. I have 30. And they're not my only plants. So as such, sometimes some plants get a little neglected, like this guy. So I just want to show you, look at the soil. The soil is very dry. They like that, okay? This guy here has brown chips. See these little brown chips? That's why I have to move them. That means that there's not enough moisture in the air, okay? And then some of his leaves are broken, so I'm gonna cut those off, okay? And then we are going to put them in these 3 pots. And I specifically chose this plant because sometimes when you go into a store and buy plants naturally section themselves off. So look at these 3 sections. So these plants apparently want to be separated. So again, plant communication, right? So definitely listen to them. This is another example. There's something called dividing a plant. Plants that come in the same pot, if you buy them and they're pushing in separate directions, that means they want to go in separate pots. So you can actually divide them, okay? And then you'll have 2 plants from one. All right, so just a little pointer. And again, the soil is dry, okay? So let's get to it. So what I do first is I always hug them because you want to loosen the soil without hurting the plant. So you give it a little squeeze. My goodness. Give it a little squeeze all around a couple of times. Okay. There you go. And then usually I would have gloves on, but you dig around the plant because you don't want to damage the roots. Okay. So you dig around the plant. And because the soil is always kind of dry, it makes it a little easier. Let me grab this pot. We'll do this one first. As you dig around, I did a little prep work. I put the soil already inside, and then I made a little crevice, a little hole in the middle where I'm gonna put the plant. And it's about 3/4 full, okay? So once I take the plant out, I'll put it in right smack in the middle, and then I'll grab my dirt and I'll cover the plant, and boom, repotted. Okay, let me make sure I have my soil here. All right, cool. I'm gonna take out this plant first because it's pretty much perfect, and then we'll do the injured guy. Right, digging around, making sure not to hurt the roots, lifting lightly. Digging around, digging deeper. Okay, here we are. Okay, and it looks like they are connected in the middle. So what I would do is, I have my nifty scissors, okay? And you do have to get gardening scissors. You can't just use any kind of scissors. They really damage the roots, okay? So if you can cut, there we go. Just one little snip and then it comes up, okay? There we are. Here we are. All right, put them right in the middle. Grab some soil. All the way around, all the way around. And that's why I have plastic. If you have a small space, like if you don't have indoor space, I just do it on my table and just put plastic around, and that's it. All right, boom, yay, happy plant, repotted. And snake plants, when they're repotted, don't water them, okay? Yeah, the soil has enough water. So just leave them be. Water them in about 2 weeks. Maybe a week. Maybe water them in a week. But then look, speaking of, look at this. This is the root rot that I was talking about. This is what it looks like. Okay, so the leaves get mushy. All right, let's do the second plant. Got our second pot, dug our little hole. Now we're gonna dig around, make sure we don't hurt the roots. Dig around and lift gently. Whee, this guy's a big guy. Hello, fella. All right, so we got him. Put him smack in the middle. Careful of his roots. All right, and then put dirt all the way around them. I'm making a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'm gonna press down just a tad, not too much. Boom, repotted. And this one especially has a brown tip, so this guy's probably gonna go in my bathroom because it needs a little more moisture. All right, last one. This guy needs some pruning because his leaves are damaged, 2 of them. So we're just going to cut right below. Try to cut about an inch above the base. There we go. Okay, and if you want, you can actually put this in water. That's one of my experiments. I've never put them in water before, but I think I'm gonna try and see if they can root and then make a new plant. So I'm gonna do that experiment, and if they turn out, I'll make a video on that. All right, so this guy is fine. Now let me grab my third pot. All right, digging around. All right, sir. Yep, here we are. All right, we have this one. And once again, grab your soil. Oh, and I have to pick up this tape. This is actually a pot of a peace lily. And around, uh-oh. Any roots stick out, just stick them back in. No big deal. Plants are very forgiving. Okay. Oh, he's kind of not in the middle, so hold on, let me self-correct. All right. Okay. Here we are. All done. Yay! We repotted our snake plants. All right. All right, and I hope that helped a little bit. Just little tips. Any plants, if you get mushy leaves, that means you're overwatering. If the tips are brown, that means there's not enough moisture in the air. Or there's not enough nutrients in the soil, because the soil also needs to be changed at least, I would say, minimal once a year, if not twice a year. Because pots are sitting in the soil, they absorb all the nutrients in the soil. So that's why they need fresh soil. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. No worries. And I'll get back to you. All right. Bye, y'all.